the privileged in the mystery, as the foster dad of Jesus, humble, calm and pure, guardian of his Son, husband of the Virgin Mary, chosen by the Trinity, head of Holy Family, loving St. Joseph, protector of Mary, you obeyed without a complaint, patron of the Church.
Many of the passages from the Bible refer to the just man. It features in the wisdom literature, it features in the Psalms, and in other parts of the Bible as well, as I say. In the infancy narratives in Matthew's Gospel, especially in chapter 1, Joseph is presented as an honourable, upright, and a man of integrity. Yet, he's not controlled by the exact letter of the law and the precise detail. Instead, he thinks of using the law in a compassionate and a caring way. For instance, he chose to spare Mary embarrassment, thinking at first just quietly to do things, when he could have put her to the full force of the law. And he listened to God. He listened to his guidance. And he had a deep concern, and the fact that he was at night thinking about it shows how much it went through his mind. A deep concern and time reflecting on how his decisions would impact on other people. And that shows a man of honour, a man of integrity. One of the things about Joseph is his habit of thinking and carefully deciding before acting. And this is at the heart of justice, rather than just blindly following minor details of laws and rules. It's thinking. In the Catechism of the Church, it talks about justice, and this is number 1807. Justice is the moral virtue that consists in the constant and firm will to give their due to God and neighbour. Justice towards God is called the virtue of religion. Justice towards other people disposes us to respect the rights of each other and to establish in human relationships the harmony that promotes equity and also works with regard to other people and for the common good. Being just goes beyond the letter of the law, as that makes plain. It goes to compassion, it goes to principle. Joseph comes over in all the things written of him as somebody who actually lives by his principles. And so in the Litany of St. Joseph, we have the title, Joseph Most Just. And when we think about that, to be just, not just the idea, but to actually be it, it's going further than legal justice. It's doing what's right in principle. And we can see this in the way, in the early chapters of Luke, especially chapter 2, he protected Jesus. And in his thinking first of God and of other people, in Luke chapter 2, 22 following. his respect for others, and his working for harmony in his own family and protecting them, and in working for the common good. Perhaps the odd thing when we reflect on Joseph is that not much was written about him. He's not the one in the limelight. He's not the one whose fame became famous straight away. But he was quiet, he was reliable, and the one who was happy to be in the background. And like, if you think of it, with the vestments we wear, the warp and the tabby in a cloth are both needed to make it. But if I take this one, for example, which is a stole we use in the church here, you can see that what stands out is the bright, the fancy. But the bit that holds it together and gives it its strength and its principal strength is the quiet threads behind the gold, which nobody can see normally. They only see the fancy. And it's just the same when perhaps we think about Joseph. Not noticed, but the strength of his family and the man of principle. Because he was just. And he didn't place himself first, but he was busy doing the listening, doing the supporting. He was busy being just. And perhaps reflecting on the prayer which Pope Francis has put in his latest document talking about St. Joseph in this year, when we say, "Hail, guardian of the Redeemer, spouse of the Blessed Virgin Mary. To you God entrusted his only Son. In you Mary placed her trust. With you Christ became man. Blessed Joseph, to us too, show yourself a father and guide us in the path of life. Obtain for us grace, mercy, and courage, and defend us from every evil. Amen."
Stay in your grace. You were privileged in the mystery as the foster dad of Jesus. Humble, calm, and pure, guardian of his Son, husband of the